This space will be ready to show Sandy and the rest of the volunteers at Parham House. Lavender is a staple for a formal garden. It was often used because it smells so fantastic, which is perfect for this location here at Parham House. Now, there are a few things to making lavender grow well. It likes well-drained soil, it basically wants to be hot and dry, and you need to prune it back every spring. Now, to make sure that this grows really big, prune it back to the new growth. Every winter you'll lose a certain amount of the plant, but if you do that, it will grow very prolifically. In fact, in one season, it will fill this entire bed. These American bittersweet vines are a very important part of this project because what they do is they soften the lines of the trompe-l'oeil. The vines grow on the wood part of the structure and not on the mirror, so they take away all the horizontal elements. Now I have a garden, perfect for reflecting in. I'll go get Sandy. Hi, you ready to see this?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at all this. Look at all the colors. It's beautiful, it's lush, it's open, it's warm. It's exactly what we wanted and more. This is really nice.
You're not supposed to look at the plants. Look at the new planters.
Oh, that's lovely.
I was trying to keep the heritage of the building. It was very important. I'm really glad the Heritage Society got involved in this particular project. It made me do something that I think is very true to the nature of the building. Now we have a period garden that's totally in keeping with Parham House. Now, a few of the elements that we have done, we put in the gate for you, okay? It's a very simple design that's not meant to be a focal point. It's for security only. Yeah. Now that is a focal point. Now that's the trompe-l'oeil I was talking about. Okay. And basically when you stand back and you look at it, it has vanishing points because of the different angles in the lattice.
It's beautiful.
But you don't see the fence anymore, which is the key. You see only garden reflecting back at you. Now we also finished your pathway.
Yes, you did.
This is the natural stone that the Heritage Society asked for.
It's quite attractive and it really complements the house. It really does. Thank you.
Of course, you now have beautiful grass, which you asked for.
Yes, absolutely. It's beautiful.
Speaking of which, let's talk about some of the plants.
Okay.
These are boxwoods.
Okay.
All right. They do need to be pruned, but I'd wait till they get about 2 feet tall. That's why we haven't done them yet.
It's wonderful. I can just imagine what it'll look like next spring.
Now the yews have been pruned.
Okay, great.
Okay. That's the height you want to keep them at. Okay. Keep cutting them back at that height and they'll fill in all the gaps in between and create a solid wall.
Oh, that'll be great for our residents in terms of privacy, for their family and friends.
Especially when they're sitting out here on the new benches.
That's right. Oh, the type of wood you chose is quite warm. It's beautiful. Carson's really captured what I'd asked before in terms of trying to bring some of the beauty of what goes on in the house to the outside of the house as well, and that's so important. He really did capture it. It's more than we could have ever dreamed or asked for. Thank you.
You know what? This was a lot of fun being here.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.
You know, Carson, we can always use volunteers here at Parham House.
I melted down when I saw this. I couldn't have imagined a more suitable or more beautiful garden.
I like the definition now that we have between the street and the garden. Now, we had no definition before.
It's a lot. I wasn't expecting quite this much.
When I was first approached to create a space here at Parham House, I knew that this was going to be a garden design all about respect. Not only did I need to respect the history of the home and design something in keeping with its heritage, but I also needed to respect the people that were going to be using this front yard. And through the hard work of the Green Force team, we've created a peaceful space with distinction. My name is Carson Arthur. Thanks for watching.
It'll mean so much to people in so many different ways. They'll have a first wonderful impression when they walk into the house. People will have privacy to sit and talk with their family friends without being gawked at or stared at, and it's something that they'll enjoy. Again, it reflects what goes on inside the house, so they'll be more comfortable.
The garden is very intense and yet very formal and very comforting, and that's what the house is inside.